Welcome back to the farmhouse. We've got a big issue, and I should have taken care of this probably when we first moved in, but it's kind of dangerous. The wall's gonna fall down if I don't shore everything up right, so I'm just gonna get to work. So all this needs to get moved. I need to cut these down. Lady Dixon's not gonna have it. Hey, there's a little bird in the bird feeder. That coffee needs to get drank, and we just need to see what kind of damage is going on out here. So what's going on is, you see that's the brick wall, and this is severely bowed. What happened was, one, this was kind of holding it up, but the bottom's rotted out, so it sank. But some idiots actually got paid to knock this part of the wall out and put that in. What that is, that's the motor with a fan, and it was hooked up to the boiler. So instead of using the chimney, it sucked it out and pushed it out the side, which is cool, but there was a window right there. They could have went out right there. No, they knocked all this out, and that support that was right there, they took it out. So now my whole wall is falling. It's not cool. What I need to do is, these rafters here actually sit on the brick. What I'm gonna do is lift them up level, and hopefully that pushes the bricks above up a little bit so I can replace this board with one that's straight. But first I gotta put some blocking in between here to make this all one structure, basically box it out, and then I can push it up nice and level. And then this is the dangerous part, taking this beam out, because the bricks are just gonna start falling. And then there was this giant door. Let me back up a little more. This giant door here, it would have been nice to still have it, but it's rotten and the glass is blown out. Why do you even need glass? There's a Bilco door. You're not going to get sunlight. Maybe at one time they didn't have the door. It was just, who knows? But the ideal thing is just going to be putting a steel door here. Maybe a nice weatherproof one that's not going to rust and rot. So that's got to come out. But if I just took the door out, the hinges are holding this up. I think the door might actually be holding that up some more. All right, so I'm gonna get a table down here, get a work surface going, and I'm gonna block those up. All right, I got a table and I got some tools, and this took me 20 minutes to set up. If you're gonna do a project, setup time and cleanup time has to be added on. So I got my blocks in. I only put screws on one side, so when I lift it and get it level, then I can put the screws in on the other side and get them, nice and level. Still got to put one over here. I may put one over here, but this is the bad spot, so this is what I want to get done. And then I'll pick up from there. So once again, this is what we're working with in here. And let's uncover it, because it's always worse than it looks. Got the carpet up. Hysterical find. Linoleum. And these are probably 9x9 squares. They're probably just like the kitchen asbestos. Anyways, I got my level down here, and I can pretty much get my fingers right underneath there. Take this apart. You can see how far the floor is just lifted. I mean, I can get this under there, and that's probably 2 inches. Let's measure that. Yep, it's about 2 inches. It goes pretty much all the way down. I can see daylight in those cracks. I can see outside through this crack. I mean, that's awful. This brick has fallen that much from the window. So what I'm guessing is the window's still good, because this is up high. This is sunk down a little bit. If I threw a level on there, I bet you this is high. You know what? I got a level right here. Yeah, so that's high. So what I'm hoping is this wall up here and this window has sandwiched the bricks together and is holding them. I'm gonna have to get these bricks busted out and put a board in there to hold the window up while I take these bricks out. Oh, yep, lots of work. Meanwhile, back in the basement, I tried putting this 2x4 across, but what I realized is each of these rafters are different sizes. So if I pushed up, the floor is going to be wavy like this. So I've got to get the same kind of boards, push them up, and then attach them to my rafters. And that way they'll be the same distance from the floor. So let me take this down and do that. All right, so I got my boards up. All of these, there, down there, they're all 9 inches and they're up to the floor. So now I'm 9 inches from the floor, where, like I said, these rafters are all different sizes. So some of them are like right up against it, and then the next one's way off. So now we'll be able to push the floor up nice and level. This is the bow. Then we've got a gap over here, and then as we get down, the gap goes just that way away. So once we get this up, it'll bring it up to where it needs to be. That's the scary part. Look how scary that is. From here on out, it's wish me luck the whole wall doesn't fall down. So I got my friend Jack over here to help me. I jacked up just a little bit, got it nice and tight. So I'm gonna go upstairs and measure it, and then just go up and down the stairs and see if we're making any progress. All right, so I jacked it up and I got about a 1/2 inch higher, but the house is just making lots of noise. What I did see is these ledgers here are starting to, or it's coming up off the ledger, so that's good. The ledger's bent, it should be off the ledger. So one thing I want to do is make sure that when I replace this banana beam here, that these are all going to sit flat on it. They probably won't, and I'll have to jack them up individually. But you know what? I got to do it. So now that I've got this up, I'm going to put a board here and a board there, measure them, probably get some stable footing down here for them, and that way it'll just hold this up. And then I can get rid of the jack, and then I guess the door can come out. It doesn't look like anything's sitting on it. All right, time to lose the door. I mean, look how you open this. That's just awesome. So I was looking at the hinges. I have a flashlight, and it looks like they just lift right off of there. But this thing's heavy as sin. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to just lift it right off of there, but I'll try. Stuck in the mud. We're gonna need a grinder. We'll just cut those hinges right off. Safety goggles. That's one. Nothing worth saving on that door. I'm just gonna take the glass out and burn it. It's rotten. So I mean, it was nice looking. It was kind of industrial, but it's gone. My buckets. You lost my buckets. Oh, I gotta go find them. Found them. All right, we got our supports in. Let's let it down. Coming down. All right, I just spent way too much time taking that out. Smashed my fingers a whole bunch of times. Now I got a giant hole in there. Where am I at? Before I stop for lunch here, I got a whole bunch of bricks that fell out of the sky. That's up in my front room. This whole area just needs some mortars and stuff. And I got to replace this beam, which I went out to the orange box store. And I got those 4 pieces of wood. Yep, those 4 pieces of wood, $120. Okay, I'm taking a lunch. All right, so I started mortaring. I got it nice and flat here. I got a cinder block in here. That's where I'm gonna cut the beam, right here with cinder block, and then cut it all the way over there. So I'm just gonna get messy. I won't be able to pull out the camera because I don't want to get stuff all over the camera and stuff. All right, that's all filled in. Outside's filled in. I'd show you, but you probably don't care. Yeah, so now we've got all these bricks are out of here. I'm gonna have to buy bricks. This is ridiculous. I've got millions of cinder blocks, no bricks. I've got busted bricks. That's all I got. So yeah, this is holding this up and this up and this up, and I put this in here to hold that up. Why did I do that? I don't remember. I'm gonna put a piece of wood in here, and then I'm gonna cut this out, and I'm gonna replace this board here because it's a rotten. Then maybe I'll put, like, instead of little tiny bricks here, maybe I'll actually put something in there. But we'll see when we get there. All right, so started off, lifting this up, making it a little bit stronger, and then taking all these bricks out, and then filling that in, taking the big metal piece out, putting
not a door frame, but you know, framed it out. Now I've got two pieces of wood going across. That way it's a lot more sturdier. And it's all pressure treated wood. I put them on some blocks. That way, if water does come out, it doesn't rot it out like the last one. I mean, I've got a dehumidifier down here. I'm going to get an extra good dehumidifier. And I even swept up. So, day one, done. Well, today was a good day. We got a lot of work done. And there's still 3 more days of this long weekend for me. So, maybe I'll get some more done. I'm going to try to get more done. I am on call tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. I gotta buy bricks. I can't believe I have to buy bricks. So it is what it is. 1819 farmhouse restoration. Peace out.